Aries, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a September overview reading for you. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice. All right. Thank you for tuning in, for being here with me. I had a beautiful, glorious break. I've recalibrated, I've relaxed, I've taken off a layer of stress from my body, and I'm so happy to be back here reading for you today. We're going to start off right now. We're going to go straight into this reading. We'll thank Spirit in a minute when I pull the tarot, but I wanted to sit with one card to get the key resonance, the key frequency for you for the month of September. We're going to zone in on one frequency, and this was pretty powerful, what I pulled for you. I've been sitting with it, and we're going to talk about it right now. Aries, your key word, and keep this in mind, this is the key word for September for you. Transformation. Let me put my glasses on so you can really see the view of this, because we're going to highlight. We have the dragonfly and we have the damselfly. You can see in the imagery in this card, isn't it? I love this deck. This is what we've forgotten. So this card, as you can see, with the different symbols of different creatures, this card is signifying, Aries, that surrender and transformation are a part of life. And what does effortless surrender look like in the natural cycles that we see in our world? Two examples. Butterflies, they literally rip themselves apart in order to be able to fly. Damselflies or dragonflies in that category have a little bit more ease. They get to choose, right? So what this card is signifying is that there's more than one way to grow when it comes to transformation. And sometimes we need to let go of parts of ourselves to become who we are meant to be. So, you are undergoing in the month of September a beautiful transformation. What kind of transformation is this? And is there a way to make it more gentle? Because you have a choice. And it all comes down to effortless surrender, Aries. So, let's go deeper into this transformative energy and what it's bringing within you and around you through the tarot. We're going to end this reading off with a spirit animal oracle. As I have a special connection with animals, I have my entire life. A lot of my spirit messages come through the animal kingdom, and I think it's just something that, I've got to keep expressing in the channel. That's if, whatever your special connection is, that's why I highlight animals so much. They're my fave. They are my absolute fave. I go bonkers over animals. I'm sure a lot of you can agree. All right, Aries, let's get into this transformative energy. And you may feel like you've had to literally rip parts of yourself apart and and also things you had to let go of and surrender to completely in order to bring about this change in your life, right? Sometimes we do. We have to shed old skin. All right. I'm doing this one a little differently. I felt guided, like I always do. I'm always morphing and changing, even my very content and what I am doing as a creator. I'm a highly creative individual. I don't like to stick with the same old, same old. So what I'm going to initially do is I want to get an idea of what's been going on for you in your recent past. We're going to pull 3 cards first. I'm breaking it down a bit. Oh, and Spirit, let's not forget. I started going on about animals. Spirit, thank you for being here as always, for presiding over these readings. Thank you. Okay. Aries, show me what's been going on for you in the recent past prior to this key frequency. I mean, transformation doesn't just hit you, blindside you, and it's one and done. I feel like you've already been in this energy, but it's very much highlighted in the month of September. Okay, we have the 2 of Wands in your recent past, the Moon, and the King of Cups. All right. I feel like you went a little bit like, what's going on with Aries? What's happening? You've been gestating, cocooning, literally some of you. Cocooning and tapping deep into your heart center as you dream new dreams. I feel like you've been dreaming new emotional dreams, being led and guided by your moon energy. A lot of you pay attention to where your moon is. You might want to pay particularly close attention in the month of September to the guidance around where your moon is in your chart. I really do pay particularly close attention to where my moon energy is at all times, because that's your emotions. And you're showing me that you feel very deeply about a new endeavor, a new path, because whenever I see the Two of Wands, you are literally surrendering to a worldview, a new worldview for some of you. And here you are with the eagle's eye. And the eagles, they soar above it all. Eagle medicine teaches us so much about power, about wisdom, about seeing the bigger picture of your life, about embracing the new, releasing the old, taming the emotional waters as you wait. I feel like you've been stirring the cauldron, Aries, emotionally. And it's like you have 1 foot in the water and 1 foot in the material plane. And you've been working hard on balancing your emotions with yourself, and your emotions and how you regulate them around other people and how they affect you. Almost, I feel like you've been stabilizing in your heart and going more deeply into that space. Communing with the moon cycles, the moon phases might have become very important to you. You could be tapping into those energies more often. The new moon and the full moon, particularly for a lot of us. Pay more attention to those cycles. I think they'll help you a lot. So that's your recent past. All that might have come up for you, or that might really be triggering. Oh, maybe that's why I was feeling a certain way. Trace back to August, maybe June, July, and August, around when the new moon and when the full moon was, and start to connect certain dots. You may actually transform just doing some archaeological digging in your emotional sphere around key moments around those dates and how they have transformed you, Aries. Some of you already tapped into this energy because you study astrology. Others of you, you might be able to connect some dots. And like I said, you're ripping something apart within you in order to soar like the eagle and have a higher perspective over your life. All right, now let's go into the overall general energy for the month and your opportunity challenge and what you don't see coming. I love that energy, though. You're definitely reconnecting with your heart and you're holding a new vision for the future. And I feel like you're kind of laying in wait as you've been going through this transformation. Okay, overall general energy. What is this? 5 of Swords. This feels less like fighting against other people and more against your own needs, wants, desires. Because you're holding the vision. Opportunity. Knight of Pentacles. You've definitely slowed the energy down. The challenge, your star. You're searching for what it is that you dream of, what it is that you wish for in this new skin of yours. And what you wish for is you being totally aligned with your Fool's energy. That's what you don't see coming here with a new investment, perhaps a new work opportunity. And you're releasing, I feel like you're letting go of old debris. You know, when the butterfly and the dragonfly goes through this metamorphosis, they often go into a period of darkness. And the dragonfly does go through evolutionary leaps. It can choose, but the butterfly has to surrender completely and release what it has known in order to become a newer version of itself that can fly from a higher perspective. And I know when I did your highlight reel for this month, it was around going higher, aiming higher, holding a higher octave, a higher vibration in the way you treat yourself and the way you relate to other people. So I feel like there's some sort of conflict going on this month. It doesn't feel like a separate person, but let's clarify. But these two, they kind of balance each other. Think of it as the yin and the yang. So your opportunity, right, is to just slow and steady. Take your time, be patient with yourself. Your challenge is your star energy. You're searching for something, Aries, and meanwhile, you're going through this beautiful transformation, reconnecting these different heart lines. I feel like you felt a bit defeated in the recent past. And what you were being guided the entire time to do was to go within and reconnect with your heart. Love self. Surrender to self. Only then can we become anew, right? What is this 5 of Swords energy that you are dealing with in the month of September? A particular challenge. Maybe because things are taking their sweet ass time and you're getting frustrated. Maybe you're ready to launch into something new and exciting in your career and you're having to lay the foundation and it's been painstaking. What's this 5 of Swords? I grabbed this deck. That's my bad. This is not reversed. I grabbed the deck in reverse. We have the Wheel, the Five of Swords again, and the Knight of Swords. I think you've been frustrated with changes that either, frustration does not happen overnight. We've got double Five of Swords energy. So that's a confirmation that you've been frustrated about these changes that have occurred in your life because you want to be going faster through this phase than you literally find yourself going through it. This is the whole let's be patient with the process of allowing the wheel to turn in my favor, okay? The wheel is turning. You might have been I feel like you were particularly challenged with maybe some combative energies either within you or with others. And you're like, why do I feel like it's me against the world here? I don't want this energy. So you have been in a transitory phase of growth, of expansion and transformation. And perhaps there's been a little bit of confusion about like, why has this happened? Why have I had contentious energies or difficulties in this part of my life? For some of you, it's in your heart space. Others of you, it's in your career. Some of you, it's both. And that's why it's been deeply frustrating for you. But a lot of times when this happens, it's because we must slow down. We must slow down in order to grow and expand and learn what we need to learn. And a lot of this learning has to do with you coming back into balance and peace and harmony with you. Something went out of whack for you. And now this wheel of destiny, it's like some things were fated to happen in your life. But it almost was like a particularly challenging. That's a hard thing to say. Particularly. How many syllables is that? I think what's happened is you may have started rushing into experiences, personal or professional, and it kind of like you got snagged by going too fast into situations because the Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. So your overall general energy could be, all right, I can't go as fast as I want to in this new... You might be being guided to slow down how fast you're flying in this new height, this new energy. There's something coming in that's fated this month, but you're in some sort of conflict over the tempo at which it is coming in, or the tempo at which you're actually entertaining this. What does this have to do with? Because the opportunity is patience, my dear, which Aries, I don't know about you. I agree with you. I don't really like to wait for things either. Waiting for this transformation to be complete, right? So you can absolutely align with what you're calling in. Who wants to do that? I understand. You can get aggravated with the waiting game. Okay, yeah. I feel like you've been in some sort of struggle. Your opportunity this month is to go in a new direction with the Chariot. I mean, you've got a lot of oomph. You've got the King of Wands and the Chariot. You've got energy. Your fire energy is being lit up, but it's all being lit up in the sector of going within. So you're just like, I don't want this. It's like your energy has been redirected. I'm sorry if I hit the mic too. Your energy has been redirected inward, slowly inward. It's like you're the hare, but the universe, this wheel is turning like a turtle. What do? You're like, all right, I'm not liking this. See that? What a contrast. That is a paradoxical energy. I want to move fast, but everything's moving so slow. What gives? It's like you have a dream, and the challenge is not giving up on that dream when progress is it's really at a steady pace so you can handle it. But you want the whole big pot of gold at the end now. And Spirit's like, well, maybe some journeys are better as a trickle than a windfall. And so I think you're being particularly challenged not to rush this energy coming in, because it's almost like you're trying to recalibrate to a higher vibration, a higher timeline. And sometimes we can't just go full speed, like zoom, hey, animals get the zoomies, but sometimes Spirit says you can't get the zoomies. Okay. You can still get excited, because don't let the slowdown in your life dampen your spirits. You've been working on increasing your confidence, especially when it comes to the things that you want to attract into your life, okay? Because what you don't see coming is a brand new investment, a brand new energy that's going to really please you. I want to look at this challenge this month. Why do I keep wanting to pick this up backwards? Interesting. Show me this challenge with the star. You're dreaming new dreams, Aries, and it's like, yeah, you're putting energy into these dreams. Oh, wow. You do have some confusion. Oh, my goodness. No wonder. All right. You're coming out of a period where you said, that's it. I'm not taking any more risks when it comes to my heart. I am waiting. I'm waiting because I am dealing with a difficult energy, difficult people, difficult experiences. Too many challenges. You said, that's enough. You've been incubating. Your opportunity is to slow and steady, right? Zoomies are okay, but not when it comes to rushing into any new experience. That's what you've learned. If I go full speed ahead and put the proverbial cart before the horse, I end up with a horse and a cart like slamming me. And so you are now learning in your challenge is, this is so frustrating for you. I'm laughing because I understand how you feel, Aries. You're like, whoa. You have the Fool in reverse, which you're like, halt. Something came to a halt in your life because changes needed to happen in your vibration. And I have a feeling that this has to do with somebody else because you have a point of attraction here in a King of Wands. And it's like, I wanted to go so fast into it, Jenna, but the universe wouldn't let me. And now I've been going within about it. I've been changing my frequency. I've been learning from the experience. And now I'm considering these seeds that I've planted of patience. And I want new opportunities to come my way. It's time to get the ball rolling. Okay. I've done enough of the sitting still. Let's move it along. It's like you're getting frustrated with the universe. And I do know I'm telling you, it's like that period of time. I just got this visual of maybe with the Wright brothers. It's like, you're stitching the wings, right? And you're like working on the flaps and you're like, how long do I have to like pay attention to the repairs of this dang thing so I can get up and go? It's like you've had to be sidelined in an aspect of your life. Like I said, some of you, it has to do with your heart. Others of you, your career. Some of you, it's all across the board. And that's why this is such a powerful period of transformation. Okay. I often say this is like being sat on the bench by spirit because they said, you got a few things to learn from what just happened. Don't bypass it because once you integrate that energy and you assimilate it and you rip yourself open and then you fly, right? Butterflies don't just go, oh, let me just snap my fingers. I'm going to fly tomorrow. There's a process to growth. There's a process to transformation. And you're saying, try not to get stuck this month in analysis paralysis when it comes to the things you're investing in and the choices that you need to make. It feels like there's a hesitancy. I mean, this is hesitancy around even believing in the seeds you're planting are going to actually harvest your wish fulfillment. Something took the wind literally out of your plane, sails, butterfly wings, but you needed it. And I know you're going to be like, no, no, no. But you know what? A part of you a couple months ago would have said, no, 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 no. But now you're saying, actually, this was really useful time. Actually, I needed this, actually. You're right, Jenna. Because now you're aligned with the frequency of a brand new beginning where you will know, okay, I'm not going to rush in this time because that was too confusing for me. If energies are too fast and you can't keep up with them, or you feel like you're putting the cart before the horse, chances are not going to work. All right, so let's go into what you don't see coming here with this Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. Doing some fine, fine work to transform. Yeah, no wonder. Oh, something hit you hard. Something hurt. Like, ouch. Something really hurt. Something that you actually manifested, but it became very unstable. And I think because of that, there's a hesitancy right now in the month of September to open up again. Okay. Because this is what's clarifying the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles, which is, okay, I'm ready to take a risk. I'm ready to invest in something new. I'm ready, universe, ready. I'm leaping off of my eagle's perch and I'm ready to test my wings. I'm in a new vibration. I'm in a new frequency. Let's go. And you're like, you're manifesting, and you have been manifesting your way out of a painful period of time. Spirit is saying, good job, Aries. You're coming out of heartbreak. You're coming out of confusion around how you feel. Now you get to make a choice, right? This whole, sometimes we need to let go of parts of ourselves in order to become who we're meant to be, Aries. Sometimes that involves other people. Sometimes people don't get to come because the energies weren't aligned. They can still come though, energetically. I don't think that there's no energy in the world that's ever truly lost. It's just transformed, transmuted, changed shape. I feel like your heart is no longer as heavy as it maybe was a while back. You are now in your beautiful manifestation energy. I'm seeing you come back to life here, and you are going to open up into something new. It's just you. I'm proud of you because you're not carrying. You're doing your very best to do a lot of cleanup work in your heart space around recent events. So when you enter into that beautiful actualization of being met in a new frequency, in a new situation, you're in perfect alignment with it. You're in perfect alignment with it. That's what you want. All right, let's go into your advice, Aries. And there you go. There you go. We have the Lovers and the Three of Wands. Spirit's saying, wait for it. Everything that you want is coming, Aries. All you had to do when things aren't working, if you're trying too hard to make something work, you just got to let go. Surrender. Effortless surrender. It is not easy, folks. It is not easier, but it's not easy, but you're showing Spirit that you were able to release what needed to be released. All right, let's get some advice. This table just got so messy. And maybe things were a bit messy for you, Aries, emotionally. But like I said, you've stabilized emotionally. And now you're opening up from a higher perspective. After doing what feels like it feels like light shadow work. Maybe some of you felt maybe heavier. But I'm telling you, whenever we go through this transformation, you have to go into your own darkness and release what needs to be released. What's the advice from Spirit? And then we're going to get a Spirit Animal Oracle. Ooh, that came flying out. What is this? 6 of Wands. Yes, yes. Success. Aries, you need to ride high. Okay, you need to ride high. You've done the work. You've done the work. All right. Congratulations. That all wanted to come out. Yep. Gosh. Here we go. We had the King of Cups with the Moon in your past. Now look what we got. We have the Queen of Cups and the Moon. You have now actually balanced your divine feminine and your divine masculine in your heart space. I feel like you are now perfectly positioned to call in so much depth, emotional depth. Moon twice with a perfect pairing. You're going to have new energy. Something that's starting off small is coming in. Something soft and gentle and kind and deep and true. Aries. And a lot of this is because you've done the work to love self and to come back into balance with yourself. I'm so proud of you. This hasn't been easy. It has not been an easy journey for you this year. But I feel like the second half, particularly for you, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Because now you're united between the soft, gentle, yin, feminine side of you and the more I'm going to go at it, masculine side when it comes to the expression of love. Beautiful. That's beautiful advice. Just keep shedding these old parts of you so you can step into this greater version. I feel like this is what you've learned. Gentleness. Gentleness with self. All right. Okay, that's it. I was wondering if it was going to be a butterfly or a dragonfly. Let's see. Yeah, and it came all through the setting of healthy boundaries. Underneath that, we've got the armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries, which I think is what you have been doing. That was in where was it? I got to go back to it. There. No, I thought, no, we did not have, I thought we had the Nine of Wands, but maybe that was just in my imagination. So we have the Armadillo spirit, healthy boundaries, and then underneath it is take the lead. So you've softened. Let's see this number 3. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of Armadillo spirit. You're entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin, what is yours to own and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Yeah. Be clear on what you are agreeing to. Declare what your needs are and say no as a full sentence. There are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as to yourself. Trust your body signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. Yeah. You may have had a tricky time where you were a bit enmeshed with others and now you have now separated your sense of self a bit, to where you are willing to, the softening that you needed to do out of the past, being more in your divine masculine energy in your heart space, maybe around this extra protective coating has been needed so you could go through this cocooning metamorphosis and you can soften now and be more gentle as you maintain these healthy boundaries and you're more aware of how you've been enmeshed with others in the past. But you are definitely taking the lead. They want me to read the first sentence of this take the lead. They just said read the first sentence, it will apply. Okay. First sentence. Here we go. With Stag Spirit. Whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up to the forefront of your life. All right. Yeah. It's a time for you to be compassionate with yourself this month and to know that you have planted the seeds. It's now a time to trust yourself in your decision making around opening up into new beginning. You are manifesting your way out of some hurt and some topsy-turvy energy in your heart space, but you have now grounded, Aries. This is a successful healing that you have done with this 6 of Wands. You're now ready to step into the light of a new vibration. Through the depths of your emotionality, you're going to be moving forward at a much faster pace than things have been as of late, okay? Enjoy this transformation. It's been not an easy process, but I'm proud of you because where you are now is not where you were 3, 4, 5 months ago. Take care. Sending love.